Can I wear shoes in here?
Well, you can do whatever you want because you're Nick from MB Edits.
Well guys, had to wait for the camera to unfog a little bit, but you can probably tell I'm inside an ice house. Now, the thing with ice houses is normally you have to travel either to the bigger bodies of water in Wisconsin, or you got to go over to Minnesota, Red Lake, Mille Lacs, or the Dakotas, because we get a lot of snow here, and normally you can't bring fish houses out unless they plow roads, which, if you guys are from up here, you know that they don't plow a whole lot of roads. But this year, we got some cold temps, and we got very little snow. So, what's going on today is we got John from Mindak, and then Cody S. But John brought his brand new ice shack out here, the Mindak Shack, and we drug it out to one of my favorite lakes, and we're on one of my favorite spots, and we have hopes to catching a ton of walleyes, and not just a ton, we are hoping to get that magical 30-incher. We are going to be sitting out here for a couple days. I don't know how long this video specifically is going to be, but we're going to be out here for at least a minimum of 4 days. So I'm thinking eventually the fish are going to bite, but I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go ahead, turn the camera around, show you guys who we're with, and then of course the shack. I don't know what's in here, but I'm assuming probably a bathroom. Pan this way, we got 2 flat screens. Seems a little excessive, but you know, you might as well if you're Mindak. Then you got old Johnny boy, of course. Hey, thanks for bringing this, buddy.
Dude, no problem. The homies over at Venture hooked us up with their new Venture 165, and I'm loving it so far. I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty luxury.
I like that you guys are matching.
We are matching.
That's Cody S.
Yep. We are.
And you guys are both wearing the same Eskimo.
You should have been wearing it too, Nick.
I should have been.
Oh, but the real question is what's underneath. Onyx fish, baby.
Wow.
Can't catch walleyes without it.
You guys are something. You must have planned that.
We must have.
You can see he's got a bench seat behind him, and that does fold down, I heard.
Yes, this goes into a bed. This comes down into a bed. This is like a twin size. And then that's a bed up there. So 3 beds. Stove.
Microwave.
Microwave.
Another bed. And then we got holes all around here. And we have this in the juicy spot.
Yeah.
We have this on this side of me is all weeds. And then this side is not. You see, that's all the weeds right there. Yep. You can see John's bait is right on the edge. So that is pretty saucy, but that is where we're going to be staying next couple days. We got a ton of food, a ton of drinks, and yeah, I am excited. This is about as nice as I have ever fished out of. Growing up here in northern Wisconsin, this is not something that you normally get to do. It is either a shack and or no shack. I mean, that's about as luxury as I get. But I'm gonna go ahead, come outside here quick, close that, and show you guys the outside. Beautiful shack from Ambush Venture, Mindak Shack. Then you got his logo, all of his socials, for some reason, if you don't know who Mindak is. But this is where we're going to be staying the next couple days. We do have to get some rods out. I was going to be drilling some holes. We probably got like a good hour and a half before we gotta get set up and get the evening bite. But I'm gonna go ahead, drill some holes, and then somebody's gonna have to follow with the underwater camera, make sure we're in the right location. This is a very specific weed line, and we like to be right on the edge of it. So we're gonna go ahead, go do that, start setting some lines. I'm excited, guys. If you guys are excited for some ice camping and excited to watch some content from this trip, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, stay along with all the adventures we go on. But yeah, go ahead, start drilling, setting up. Let's start fishing. All right, well, we just got all the holes drilled. We didn't want to bore you guys with filming that, but basically all 3 of us had a role. We had one guy drilling, one guy scooping, and one guy checking with the underwater camera, because it is very important that we have these set lines exactly where we want them. So we go ahead and we check every single hole with the underwater camera. We want to be anywhere from like 3 to 5 feet away from this weed line that we are going to be fishing tonight. And this weed line is pretty special because 1, I haven't fished here all year yet, but 2, I've caught some of, well, my biggest walleye ever from northern Wisconsin I caught on this weed line, And then it's also caught throughout everybody that I have brought here or fished myself. I've caught plenty of big fish, plenty of 27s, 29s, and this spot especially does hold some even bigger. I know a couple guys that have caught some 30 inches off of this weed line. So it's a special place, and I don't know, it could be one of those nights where we see some big fish. I'm gonna be going ahead and setting something you guys have not seen on the channel. Now, I get a lot of comments about this very thing right here. This is a hole cover. Now, you guys probably wonder why I don't use that on my tip-ups. I was just raised to not use them, and they're kind of annoying because nobody really makes one, so you got to make it yourself. But we are doing the switch. We are switching over to the finicky floor. This guy, actually, I've met him quite a while ago, but he actually is local and he lives in the same town as me. So went ahead and picked up some finicky floors, and we're going to be setting that and trying those out tonight. I am actually excited to try the hole covers. John used them last time we were out and they worked phenomenal. It is going to be a little colder, so we'll have to test it out, but go ahead and try to attempt to set this finicky. Another common question that we get on the channel is our walleye setup. Now today I'm going to be using a rod. Obviously, if you're using a finicky, you're using a rod. It's essentially a tip up, but you get to fight it on your favorite rod setup. But we are going to be rigging them the same exact way, same braid, and then the same fluoro as our tip ups. Today we have probably like a 3-foot leader. This is 15-pound Seagar fluorocarbon, and then we just got some 12-pound braid, and then the rod is, this is a Vanna Black Drench from Frostbite, and then the reel is a 500 series Carbon X from PC Fun. If you guys want to check out anything that we use on the channel, you can go down in the description. We have all that linked, and specifically if you go on PC Fun's website, you can use our code NBEdits18, save yourself 18% off of the checkout. But that is the setup. It's pretty simple, and then we do have a size 8 red hook from Gamakatsu, I believe, and then a split shot. First step in setting the line is we got to drop our depth finder down to the bottom. Once you have found that, I have it set up with a bobber stop. So this is the bottom here. This is where I want it off. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that up, tighten that down. And all you gotta do, bring this up, grab yourself a minnow. We have an assortment. We got shiners and suckers tonight. But usually when I'm out here, I'm a big sucker grinder. So go ahead and grab a big old sucker. These are actually pike suckers that we're using tonight. I am a big believer in big bait equals big fish, so go ahead and set the biggest one we got. I like to hook them right behind dorsal fin. Drop him down there. I did actually forget the very first step. Let me pull this minnow back up. I have to put this ring around the hole like that before I can drop my minnow down. Now we'll drop him down. And then the last step, once we get this set, I'm just gonna pile snow around the hole cover, insulating it even better, and then also making it so it doesn't fly away. And once I get that down, put the rod holder there, open up our bail, and then this mechanism pops out. Just put her underneath there, and you are fishing. Now when fish comes across, pulls your line down, this lever that's right here will flip up, and then it's just free spools. You come over here, close the bail, set the hook, fight the fish. But all right, I got one more rod I'm gonna put in, and then we're gonna use our third line to jig in the shack. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting that ready. We do have probably a good hour before the sun goes down, before the bite should get too crazy. We want to get out here a little early, find the spot, get all the stuff set up, because it does take a little bit to ice camp. But yeah, got the first one in. We're officially fishing. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hopefully it won't be too long and we'll get that first walleye. Finally back in the shack. I've been getting yelled at from the guys, so I still have my bibs on. This is something that I do not normally do when I'm ice fishing, is take layers off. This is crazy, you guys. Like Cody and I, this is our first time doing this. And I'm seeing why people get all crazy about these in the Dakotas and Minnesota.
Yeah, this is pretty slick.
This is pretty nice.
I must say.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead
first, baby.
Take the bibs off, take the boots off. We got our moccasins, and while we're in the shack, we're gonna be just ripping those around. The floor should dry out here after I've gotten it all wet. And then if we get a flag outside, we're just gonna put the boots on, venture on out, catch a fish, and
It's a fish.
Cody's got a fish already on him. Things should be heating up pretty quick. Well, a lot has happened, not in my video, but a lot has happened over the last like 45 minutes. Cody had a flag. John caught a 40-inch pike. That was pretty crazy. And then now we got all the tip-up lights out. And we are finally back in the shack. Gonna be doing some jigging. We are running John's live scope over here, and then Cody's on that side of the shack. Gonna be starting the night off with a gold dinner bell from Frostbite. Dropping that down with a minnow head. John has, what do you have, man?
Tantrum.
A tantrum. So we're gonna be doing a little 1-2 punch here.
I'll bring him in for you and you can finish it.
Okay. I have yet to catch a fish yet, but, you know, everybody else has. But I'm just, you know, I'm waiting. Waiting for that big girl. Well, guys, we just had one finally come in over by John and I. Thought I was going to eat, but it didn't. But we got the good news that we got 2 tip-ups up right now. One's mine. I don't know who the other person's is. Probably John's or Cody's, because that's all we have. But actually, we are joined tonight by another guy that was actually worked with Brandon at the car dealership up here. So he joined us for the evening, and yeah, let's go check him out. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. Full cover's been working. Oh yeah, now she's taking line. Look at that. There we go.
Is that good? Is that good?
I was doing some wild head shakes. Not that big, I don't think, but
Nope.
It felt scrappy in the beginning, like kind of interesting.
It just looked like the head shake or the original hook set was
Good.
solid.
Yeah, no, it's not. Just a good starter. Not hooked too bad. Not a very big one, probably like a 17, 18-inch fish. Go ahead and get them released. All right, I'm on the board. They're starting to bite. Get another minnow, get back in that warm shack.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, he's coming up. Come on.
Let's go!
First fish in the shack.
Hey, it's a rock bass!
Oh, dude, look at how big this thing is. Oh my god.
No way, that's the first fish you caught.
First fish in the shack is a rock bass, but that thing is huge.
I think it's massive.
Okay, well, if we see a big walleye, that thing is gonna be
massive.
enormous on that live scope. Well, get this guy released. Not the targeted species, but pretty cool. Sitting in the shack, catching it off the couch. We will be getting walleyes. They've been swimming through. We just haven't been able to hook them, but they are hitting the deadlines right now.
I got sting rock bass.
John just went out. He's got a flag right now. I'm gonna wait to see if he starts screaming, if that thing's gonna be big or not.
Really, Nick? A rock bass?
Yeah, I caught a rock bass. Unbelievable.
Right now, I'm just kind of sitting in the corner.
Oh, look at- we got 3
I'd like
tip-ups
to thank
up.
my sponsor.
3?
Oh, we got 3 tip-ups up.
3 tip-ups?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey!
It came off.
No!
Cody just had one, and I looked outside the shack, and we got 3 flags. Well, we got one here. This one's John's. We got one over there. That one's John's. And we got mine over here. That's up. Well, I did see this one running with it. We're gonna check it out. Got him. Doesn't feel huge, but it's a decent walleye. That's a tiny one. All right. Probably like a 15, 16 incher. Sounds like John just got one too, around the same size. And then we got one more flag to check, so go ahead, get him unhooked. See ya. Well, you guys, little update. It is currently at 9:39, and we have not had a tip up for probably a good hour. And we have all switched to just dead sticking. We have an assortment of different minnows out, and right now we are having a little late dinner. John is cooking up some pizzas. That is something you just don't see when we go ice camping, because he's got that fancy little oven there.
The options are endless, Nick.
God, this is living in luxury for sure. But of course, now that everything is good, the fishing sucks. Like, well, it's not up to par. It could turn on, but at least on the bright side, we got food, we're warm.
And friends.
Well, I figured I just would pick up the camera, give you guys a little bit of an update. We're gonna go ahead and start eating this pizza. Now, we are gonna be up pretty late tonight. I did look, the major is at 2 a.m. or like 2:13, something like that. So, looks like it's gonna be a pretty late night for us. We're gonna keep the tip-ups out, and we're gonna continue to jig in here, and hopefully, maybe they'll start turning on later. It is pretty close to a full moon, so the bite could just be happening later at night. We're marking a ton of fish. Just got to start getting them to eat. So first pizza, then hopefully fish. Well, the boys are going to eat pizza. I'm going to go catch a fish.
Bye, Nick.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Not doing a whole lot. We have been marking so many fish, so I'm surprised I actually see a tip up, because they have been so negative. But you never know. We got a fish. Unbelievable. Doesn't feel very big. No, it's a tiny one. Just spit the minnow too. Oh, just a tiny little guy. Probably, I don't even know if he's 15 inches. But, take that. Nice short, quick walk from the shack. Right in the corner of the mouth too. Hook out. Oh. Get a release on that guy. Can't believe he ate a huge shiner. Let's see if this thing's alive. Probably not. Oh, he's alive. Alright. We're gonna send that down. Get this re-hooked up, go back in the shack, and eat some pizza. Well, got back to the shack after catching that small walleye, and I am granted with pizza.
I'm gonna snap them.
It must be pretty good, because the whole pizza was gone by the time I came back in here.
He's lying. We left you 3 pieces.
Okay, but they ate their 3 pieces in the time of me catching one fish.
And fish are still not biting, that's the update.
Fish are still not biting. Occasionally 1 out of the 100 we marked eat.
Oh.
What about that one?
Probably won't bite.
I got one staring at my minnow. I'm double fisting pizza.
You're living your best life right now, aren't you?
This is great. So now that I'm recording, but that only can mean one thing. There's 2 tip-ups up.
Is there actually?
Your deep one and my deep one.
I was really hoping it was going to be a green one.
Well, I can't see the green one, so in all fairness, it could be a green one up.
I was really hoping it'd be a green one.
So that way it doesn't have to go up.
30 inches or bust.
Are we gonna catch these fish?
What are the odds the fans see this footage? Because if there's no fish, then you guys don't even see this.
Well, we're gonna find out. We got 2 tip-ups. One's mine.
Oh wow, yours.
One's John's.
Very deep.
So I don't know.
Good luck, man.
You guys haven't really seen probably a whole lot of catches because we've been getting a lot of drops. We've gotten flags. This is probably, I think this is our 9th tip up in about like half an hour, but I think we've caught 1 fish only. So that is not a good average, but we'll go check them out and see what's going on. What is going on here? This thing was tight on this, so that's not good. I was walking past Cody's too, and it looks like his flag, the actual flag is frozen to the ice, but it's off the spindle. So I'm thinking a fish is on there. And then John just got another flag over by the shack. So we're getting a little flurry here. I just gotta hope to land one. I believe there is a fish here. Got him. Well, this feels nicer. A little nicer. It's not doing a whole lot, but it seems like better head shakes. Oh yeah, that's nicer. Not huge, but it's better. All right, look at that. Well, that's probably the biggest one so far for me. Probably like a, I don't know, maybe 20 inch, 19, 20, somewhere around there. Beautiful. All right, starting to get a little flurry. John, I think I overheard him, and I think he just caught one about the same size, so that's good. That could mean something. It's about 11:30 right now, I believe, so it is getting a little later, but we are willing to stay up for that major bite. Go ahead and get a release of this guy. See you, buddy. These hole covers, I am very, very impressed with them. I mean, all I have to do is just kind of swoosh it around a little bit. There's just like very skim, but not really anything, which is incredible. It's not like super cold out, but it's definitely cold enough out. So yeah, all right. Well, reset this. I got to get another minnow, so I'm gonna go walk over by John to see if he catches another fish here. Grab another minnow, get back in the shack, and I don't know, maybe we can get one jigging. Only thing I've gotten is that stupid rock bass, so I don't know. We'll give her, maybe the bite will pick up here. Well, it is currently midnight, and we just got 3 flags. 2 mine, 1 Cody. Will there be anything on any of these? Who knows? This one's ripping. This one was just ripping line out. I was gonna go to my deeper one that's up, but we'll check this one first, I guess. All right. This tip up, I don't think has gone up all night. Actually, I don't even know if I've caught a fish on this finicky all day. Well, we got a fish though. Feels better. Feels better. Not huge, but decent. Okay, there we go. Just another like 18 incher. Beautiful. Get him unhooked right away. Go check that other flag, see what's going on. Get a release on this guy. See you, buddy. All right, got that fish back, put the minnow in, it's still alive. Let's go check that other flag. All right, tip up number 2. What do we got going on here? Nothing. Well, it is getting cold. I know I said it's midnight, so you would think we'd be packing her up quick, but we're not going to be pulling any flags for a couple more hours. We are going to stay up until at least the start of the major at 2 a.m. and then I don't know, it probably won't be too long into it. I mean, maybe we'll give it like a half an hour into it and see if they actually start like biting and maybe get a bigger one, and then we might pull them and just jig in the shack. But we keep getting flags, like little flurries here and there where we get like 2 or 3 tip-ups at a time, maybe every like 30 minutes or so. So if they're gonna keep biting, we're gonna keep them out. But half of them are like trip flags most times, and then the other times we just go out and catch like 18 to 20 inch walleye, which you can't complain with that. Well, for some reason at this point in the video, my camera decided to switch into slow motion, so I have no audio for the rest of the night. Cody is already sleeping. John is doing, who knows what John is doing there. And then from here, I am telling you guys that we are going to begin pulling our tip-ups. I actually took the finicky floors out and I decided to put in tip-ups for the night because it was getting colder. And I ended up staying up a couple hours after the other guys, and I caught a few more walleyes, and then I ended up deciding to take the tip-ups out, go into the shack, and then go to bed myself. I was only sleeping for maybe an hour or two, woke up in the morning, decided to put my tip-ups back in, get a couple flags in the morning, made breakfast, and then I decided to film my outro. Well, everybody just made breakfast, and by me making breakfast means getting a little Debbie out of the cabinet. This is how we're starting the day off.
Oh yeah, a lot more flavor on these.
These are good. Strawberry, unicorn, little Debbie. And then the main course, a corn dog. Cody says it's not a corn dog, but tell me this is not a corn dog. It is pancake battered on the outside with a sausage in it, but this is a corn dog.
Not a corn dog.
This is the main meal, main breakfast. We got a little Debbie and a corn dog.
It's a freaking pancake. It is a pancake, Nick.
Well, unfortunately, guys, my outro did not record very well also. It happened to be in slow motion as well. So I am back at my house. This is a few days later after John and Cody both have left, and I am in the process of editing today's video. You can see this is the video. I hate doing outros like this back at my house instead of on the body of water where I filmed the video, but you guys saw with that little montage, all my clips were slow motioned, and I guess I just didn't realize it. So it is a setting on my camera. It is just above the movie setting, and I must have clicked that without knowing. It was late at night, and it is what it is. So I'm doing today's outro back at the house. I'm gonna make this short and quick. If you guys enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comment section what you thought, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And then also, if this is something you guys want to see more on the channel going forward, now that we have enough ice and now that we don't have a lot of snow on the lakes, we can pretty much travel anywhere, do anything that you guys want to see, whether that is go over to the Dakotas or Minnesota, meet up with John again and do some more ice camping out of his ice house, or if you guys would rather see Brandon and I, Cody, whoever, fish out of our Eskimo 850 and do some ice camping. Whatever it is that you guys want to see, let me know down in the comment section, because we probably got like a good solid 2 months ice fishing left, and you know, I'm just curious what you guys want to watch. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish today's video, I'm gonna put this outro in the video, and I'm gonna make sure I get it up for you guys. We do have more videos from this trip going up. Like I said in the intro, we were out there for multiple days, so we filmed today's video. Brandon ended up coming later, joining us, and then we filmed for the next 3 days out there. So expect more ice camping videos going forward. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below what you thought, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Tight lines from NB Edits.